Hey folks, Tony Jones here with Rebel Financial. So thanks for tuning in again today. Today, what I want to talk about is one more subject about retirement savings. I'm always trying to beat the drum because, as a whole, we are not doing enough to save for retirement, and it's not easy. Especially the last couple of years have been tough for people. So, I did come across this article today. Kaylee Hagan is the author from The Motley Fool. And basically, she's pulling this information from a Transamerica study. Transamerica is an insurance investment company. The stat that she pulled was approximately 30% of households have saved $250,000 for retirement. And that's great. I mean, that's much better than we were. But really, what that is an average, right? And so you have people skewed at the really wealthy end, just really raising that average up. Typically, a better indicator would be the median, right? Where we take the poorest person, the wealthiest person, and just pick in the middle. That's usually more in line than the average. But we got to take what we can get, right? So just a couple of things to bear out here. Just keeping in mind that the average retiree at the beginning of retirement spends somewhere in the neighborhood of $50,000. And that goes down as you get a little older. Like I saw a statistic that said when you're about 75, it's going to be more in the low 40s. Okay. So you will spend less as you go on. But if you think that you're going to spend 50 grand a year, the average, and you only have $250,000, that's really only going to last you, 5 years or so, provided you don't make any money on that. And that you don't have any income coming in. So what people are going to have to do, of course, is supplement that with maybe other work. But what we know is that most people retire earlier than they think they're going to. Either their bodies give out on them or the workforce is just, nothing fits for them at that point in time. And the other thing, it's going to be supplemented by pensions and Social Security and such. But the average Social Security as of this year is $18,000 per person as well. So because of that, the difference between 50 and 18 is still 32,000. So you really have to start building up those savings. And I know there's a lot of people out there that have a lot lower expenses. They live in lower priced areas, and so they're going to be okay. But nonetheless, it goes to show that as a whole, we need to do better on keeping our expenses more in check and keep increasing your retirement savings, either doing that through your 401k, 403b at work, or I should say the IRAs outside of work. If you don't have a retirement plan at work, it's somewhat of a handicap, but there's still ways around that. So the one median statistic I saw, which is something I've been using and hasn't changed much in a long time, is that the average retiree has a net worth of about 122,000. So that's not much, right? And so when I'm talking about 250,000, I'm talking about that's the average across the whole spectrum. So 30% have hit that number. But when I talk about 122, that is the dead middle, the median of what retirees have. So as a whole, a lot of people don't have a big safety net. So start working on that as soon as you can, in any way you can. So learn as much as you can about investing in retirement plans and such. But we're always here to help. So anything you need, please feel free to reach out to us. And I've tried to put some good tools on here as well on our YouTube channel. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, take care.